faster.
Mm.
But most of the time, you only need to do like 1, 2, or maybe 3. I think only in fold weapon you need to do like 4. I don't actually know how many like swaps you need to do throughout the entire run.
I have a feeling that sometimes when it comes to the tone like core, some of the rockets just go straight over King. I don't know how.
Yeah, the heat-seeking stuff is
Wait, what's happening? Wait, there's no fucking way. Wait, 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 what? Hi, hello. GDQ, right? Wait, hold on, what?
Did it happen? Did it actually
Did it
happen?
actually happen? Wait, hold on,
Did it
Zeke. I'm gonna
happen?
promote you to mod here. Hold on, wait. How do I... Zeke, can you type in chat right now, please? I can't find you.
Alright, switching to mod view right RN now.
Holy crap. What? Hi, hello. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, everyone.
Let me just grab some music up here. Hold on. Oh my god. I gotta get some BGM in here.
Everyone's here now.
There we go.
Dude, Bryce specifically DM'd me to like not let you end stream, but not tell you about anything.
thank you for the raid. Oh my god.
At me.
That is crazy. So just for context with my stream right now, I'm currently mostly just practicing. I am going to be doing a national run pretty soon though. Holy crap. That is insane. Better PB, dude. Let's go. What else should we do here? You wanna do, should I do like trial by fire? Actually, you know what? I'll do like one more BT and then we're doing runs. One more BT.
I don't know what you need to practice, I'm not you.
Amazing. Thank you for the hype train. Oh my god. Hello. Welcome.
Yo, I get gifted a sub.
Let's go, dude. That is insane. Holy crap.
Oh my god, I just love how chat is popping off even on like the screen. That's the epicest. That is the most epic I've ever seen.
Dude, the stream, okay, the stream is like
follow the screen.
The chat, okay, the chat is so crazy right now. My fucking game's lagging.
Is it actually?
It's actually lagging. It's pretty bad. Holy crap, dude.
Oh my god.
Hello everyone, you heard it here. Please stop ruining the stream at twitch.tv/SanakaOsu.
Sanaka Osu. Specifically Sanaka Osu, no one else.
Everyone's joining the voice chat right now to plug their own stream right now.
This is interesting. I meant to just join in here after I was done watching.
I feel like, I mean, to be fair, I'm also just as surprised as you guys.
Okay, you have been owned.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, bro. I love you.
Oh my god.
So the worst part is, sorry, the best part is, it's like, you got all these people here, right? And they're honking at you. It's all Brian Otto's fault. So like, if you lag because the chat's going too fast, you can literally just @ Brian Discord and go heck you, Bri.
Heck you, bro.
True.
Completely valid.
I can legally say heck you right now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
you will forever be able to say that now.
I just like to give people reasons to say heck you, Bri. It's
oh
like,
my god.
I started doing all helmets and I didn't want to use the EPG, and Bri was like, no, fuck you, use the EPG. Alright, okay. But every time I kill myself using the EPG, I'm gonna say heck you, Bri. It's like, deal.
Hello GDQ, welcome back. Okay, this is Titanfall 2 any percent run by Sonica Osu. I'm your commentator today, Brian Otto. It looks like right now Sonica is in fact practicing BT7274. This level, pretty difficult, has a lot of really janky geometry all over the place. So you gotta be really careful at this opening segment, primarily because there's just geometry everywhere. You see all those rocks. All of those rocks specifically have very precise geometry. If you bonk them even a little bit, you will lose all your speed. What kind of a speed game is Titanfall 2, you might be wondering? Well, Titanfall 2 is a movement-based first-person shooter. It's based all around your movement. It runs on a modified version of the Source engine. If you don't know what that means, it means we have stuff like air strafing. If we jump every time we hit the ground, we can maintain all of our momentum. We have bunny hopping, we have parkour, all that stuff. It's really, really cool. What Sanaka's about to do right here, he's gonna grab this battery. He's gonna walk over. He's gonna hold slide. He's gonna hold crouch when he hits a really precise angle of geometry, and it's gonna give him a massive speed boost. Check this out. Check this out. Here he goes. Here he goes. Don't mess up. Don't make me look like an idiot. Okay, he sort of got it. He didn't really get a big one. He was supposed to get a
medium
much
one, a medium.
That's only half.
medium one. Medium one. I hope y'all enjoyed SGDQ 2021 online. It was really, really good. What was your favorite run of SGDQ 2021 online? Mine was Halo 2.
Mine was the Star Wars Republic Commando by Utsu.
There was a lot of really good ones, but I have to give it to Bubsy 70-star blindfolded. Like, as
Oh,
an
dude,
SM64
that was
speedrunner-
gold.
Probably the same for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
As an SM64 speedrunner, I have to give it to it because it was just so impressive the whole way through.
That entire run was like absolutely amazing, honestly. I have to give it to Bubsy. Like I always was interested in doing like blindfolded runs myself, but like I could never figure out like what game I wanted to do like blindfolded. I've seen people do like rhythm games blindfolded, and I'm like, yeah, no thanks.
Fishy Bashy is a good choice. Gone Golfing, excellent choice. Gone Golfing was probably like the best run of the show that wasn't like a mainline speed game, frankly.
Yeah, no, Gone Golfing was a surprising hit. I was so happy to see that afterwards.
You have a 500% hype train going right now, by the way.
I am very well aware right now, and I'm trying to not think about it while doing this. Because you have no clue how nervous I am right now.
It'll be fine.
Holy crap.
Alright, so here we go. Sanaka inside the ship. This is leading up to the second battery here. So we'll get a second chance to see Sanaka to do another slant boost. Again, this is a thing where you hold crouch falling onto a slope, and it transfers all your vertical momentum into horizontal momentum. So all that downwards momentum goes straight forward. And if he gets this right, he'll go super fast, fly all the way over to the next area where he needs to kill some specters here. Pulling out the battery here. Let's see what we can do here. I will be a little bit delayed, but here we go. Gonna turn around. Ooh, gonna get caught there. Ooh, don't think that's gonna work. It's a pretty okay one.
Recovery. It's a decent recovery. Yep, gotta do a wall kick. In this game, when you come in contact with the wall, to put it extremely simply, if you jump off the wall instantly, within a very small fraction of a second, you will get a speed boost back. So when you hear us referring to a wall kick, we're not talking about like it in Super Mario 64 or something like that. This is one we're doing to give us a speed boost or even just maintain speed at the very least.
Alright, I think I'm all set to do a run here. I don't know how good of a run I'll do, considering how much input delay I'm getting because of chat. But we'll do it just for the sake of the stream.
This is just GDQ percent.
Yeah, this is GDQ percent.
Let's go. Chat the input delay percent easy.
And
oh yeah,
GDQ
right.
Chat.
This would be a great opportunity to introduce the 18-hour skip too, because you do have that enabled.
Tanaka, I would recommend you move like your streamlets to like more to the corner, because they're kind of like covering everything. You have like a
move underneath the splits.
Underneath the splits?
Slot them right there.
I'd probably just move them like in the top left
I
corner.
didn't expect it to even. I didn't expect it to even be. Wait, hold on. What's going on? I'm moving things. Oh god.
So, this is commentary practice for all helmets of the next GDQ, right, Smile?
So where should I put this? I'll put it on top of chat.
Titanfall didn't have like a run in GDQ.
Yeah, right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is our chance. This is like the after show run.
By the way, Lord Fluffy running Titanfall 2 all helmets at ESA Summer. I will be on commentary. That is coming up this month.
Time I follow Sonaka?
Everyone just joining Unity. Oh my god.
Damn, Fizzy, I thought you reached your talking to people quota for the day.
Well, I said I was gonna go play Beat Saber to feel better, and so I did.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
Yeah, Fizzy, you wanna
I played a really hard song in
Fizzy,
my
you wanna
arms
plug
hurt.
anything?
So I'll have you know I am currently doing also a run of Titanfall 2, so you are technically racing against me.
Oh no, dude. I can't believe this. A race?
Then you
won't be
able to
80%
count.
race?
Alright, so starting off here in Titanfall 2, we have the Gauntlet. This is a pseudo auto-scroller at the start. There are ways to speed it up and also lose time here, but generally speaking, if you go at about the same speed every time, you'll get the dialogues at the right time, and you won't really lose any time. So it's fairly consistent to get used to your movement here. You just wait for dialogues, jump on this wall here, get underneath this little gap, wait for your double jump to jump. But the main place here where you can lose time is in the actual Gauntlet itself. The Gauntlet has a notable leaderboard on speedrun.com where the world record holder, Cash Mayo, I believe currently, has like an 11.4 or 5 or something like that.
11.1.
11.1 is a world record by 0.1 second. Second place is literally 0.1 second behind.
Alright, so you saw Sanaka picked
I
up
grabbed the wrong
EPG
gun.
here.
But you know what, that's fine.
Alternator
So-
trolling?
Trolling?
The EPG is a rocket launcher, and it actually does self-damage to you. But you notice it's not actually killing Sanaka. We're inside a training simulation right now, so we can do as much damage boosting as we want at any time, and it won't kill us. So you see, we'll cook a grenade here, throw it right in front of us, get a speed boost from that, make use of the EPG to boost our way through the rest of the Gauntlet, and then we're going to start the Gauntlet again at the end here, and then come right back out of the Gauntlet. This skips a long section of dialogue, saves some time, and with that, we're leading into a little bit of, you know, just some cutscenes that you gotta sit through. You can move around, you can have fun. You know, there's a funny glitch you can do to make the Titan you call in come in on an angle. It's really cool. That being said...
Yeah, we got some downtime, so you might say it's time for some donations, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Not
right.
for
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Thanks to the viewer and those working behind the scenes. Glad to view such a worthy cause. Put this Germany toward donator's choice.
Yo,
Thank you very
Germany.
much.
I love
Thank you
Germany.
very much.
Also,
We
also,
have,
don't forget.
800
Don't
we have
forget.
$850. Oh, go. Excuse me. I'm trying to read donations.
Sorry, I
Doing it fine.
apologize. I just wanted
Okay.
to remind the viewer that we do have a donation incentive.
Sonica. What is the incentive?
Please explain.
Okay, well, anyway, okay, so we have another, looks like a $68.90 donation. I'm not sure why they didn't add the other 10 cents on there, but from Zweek, it says, hey guys, long-time viewer, third-time runner. It gives me great joy to kill a great cause. Greetings from viewer. P.S. View the Germany. Save the frames. Okay, very cool.
That's
Thank you.
so neat. That's
Thank
so
you very
neat.
much.
Save,
Yes.
save the frames. We're killing the Marvin dude. Let's go.
Yes, please kill the Marvin. Please,
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
one
please,
for-
please
one
kill the
for
Marvin.
One for JJ. Also, shout out to the marble with the screaming man inside.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
have
god.
traumatic experiences saving the Marvin.
Ah, yes, that one time where you lost a placement by saving
It's
the Marvin,
still my
even
PB.
though you
Every time I
PB'd.
get to Beacon 2, I get 20 seconds of free time save.
Is it like 20 seconds? How long is that cutscene even?
Not that long, but I stared at the Marvin for a little bit and gestured at it. And also
by the
depression.
way, by the way, if you have your Amazon Prime Gaming left over, your Twitch Prime, I mean, for
You can
those of you
Amazon
that,
Prime Gaming.
for those of you that didn't already use it on GDQ, which you should have, but if you,
You
did
should
not,
have.
But if
for-
you did not,
yeah.
go over to twitch.tv/BrianOtto and use it.
No. Go over to twitch.tv/week actually.
No.
Oh my God.
Twitch.tv/LordFluffy. You guys know what to do. You guys.
I would say my channel, but I can't get sub to.
No, I'm the funniest of you. I tell the best jokes.
Nah.
don't have any-
You know who deserves the most subs out of all?
Who's that?
Me. That's a great question.
The Tasky is actually pretty deserving of that. It is true.
Yeah, Tasky is our resident glitch hunter, so definitely do. You know,
Twitch.tv/Taskinos.
yeah.
Yes,
Glitch
I was gonna make that
Hunter.
donation generator.
Yeah.
Glitch Hunter coder, he's found a bunch of glitches. He has the menu mod, which is great for all different people because we run this game in Mandarin. Fun fact. But using Tasky's menu mod, we can change all the text back to English so that we can have the Mandarin time save about 36, 38 seconds, but we can still read everything as English.
If you at any point have read the subtitles, go sub to Tasky right now.
Sort of a legal obligation at this point.
Yeah,
You
can
are
read the
legally
subtitles without subbing to Tasky.
obligated. If you do not follow or sub to Tasky, like Brownado, me, and Zweek will like have to like come to your house and we'll have to arrest you. Sorry. It's
I'm not
legally
doing
binding.
that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Count
so-
me out. Count me out, bro. We do play this game. You might have heard him talk about it. We do play this game in a different language. Specifically, we play it in Mandarin. That is because it's not with we don't save the time via text, but we do save the time via dialogue. There are a lot of things in Titanfall 2 that are bound to dialogue passing by. I can't think of the word right now. Anyway, and so yeah, but by playing the game in Mandarin, it actually saves a close to 38 seconds versus English, which is
the doc is 36.
I saw that
Yeah.
I saw that there were a lot of like people asking a bunch of questions to me in the chat. The problem is that the chat's scrolling so fast that I can't read them. And it's a problem.
Yeah,
because
we'll,
I want to
handle
answer
that
them.
for you, bud. You just keep your. I mean, you're putting on a show for the fans right now. So
Thank you, I
just stay
appreciate it.
focused on that. Yeah. We got that.
All
for
right. Real quick, I just want to throw out, you might have noticed that we skipped through a cutscene there seemingly randomly, and also time was added to the timer doing so. So we recently, as of like, I think literally just yesterday, implemented a new rule in the any percent standard category for any percent and all helmets and master as well, which is the 18-hour bypass. So the 18-hour cutscene, if you know Super Mario Sunshine, for example, it is just a really dumb, long cutscene that everyone has to sit through. Nobody likes it. So was the community voted, and we allow using a pre-made save to bypass this cutscene at a specific point, adding that time in either beforehand or using, shoutouts to Fizzy by the way, Fizzy's autoloader, which not only loads the save immediately at the correct time, but also adds the time skip in the first place. Fizzy is epic. What an amazing dude. And it's great because it's great for runner convenience for those who, you know, really want to run any percent but don't want to sit through that cutscene. I'm different.
Okay.
I like the cutscene, but that said, Bri, go ahead.
We have a lot of calls to introduce the couch, so I will just name everybody in the call with us right now. Hello, I am Brian Nato. I was on the couch for a few runs at GDQ. You might have heard me there. We also have Fizzy, who is a community legend. He's responsible for our autoloader and the auto splitter, and like so many tools that we use. If you've ever seen the Titanfall 2 tasks, he put a lot of work into that. The next up we have Lord Fluffy, who has also been sharing the bulk of the commentary duties with me right now. They do have that run at ESA Summer in a couple weeks. They'll be running all helmets Titanfall 2. They are very epic, also a very, very good commentator. Then we also have Tasky in the call right now. He's our Australian glitch lord who already had a very lengthy introduction. Taskinos is a legend. We also, along in the call, have Viz, who is one of the top runners in our community, responsible for a lot of great things like our Discord server logo. I believe is like what, 5th on the leaderboard right now, Viz?
6th.
6th. Okay.
Remember,
also,
Fizzy, very epic.
Yes.
Wait, what?
I don't know. And then also in the call right now we have Zweek, who's our where do we even start with Zweek? He's like responsible for helping push the game to the level it's at right now, especially over the last year. He's had a lot to do with all of our recent optimizations, especially when it comes to various damage boosts.
Bunch of new routing.
Yeah,
He's
bunch of new
responsible for
routing.
knocking me out of 3rd place like 3 times
That's correct.
within like 24 hours.
Yes, Fizzy just got 3rd place, and then Zweek took it back within the span of like a day. It was pretty impressive.
I didn't even want to, honestly.
Yeah.
You're just good in a race, the community race.
It's a race,
great.
baby.
I just
Yeah.
put myself back in 3rd place against my will because we were racing yesterday.
We should
You
probably.
had no idea Titanfall 2 played like this. Bruh, okay. I mean, Titanfall 2 is, and I don't say this lightly, because I'm aware of all the games that have come out in the last decade, but it is the coolest speed game from the last decade. And if you don't believe me, I recommend checking out Tomato Anus's Speedrun Explained video, Titanfall 2. I collaborated with him on that. That is by far the most complete and succinct summarization of Titanfall 2 as a speed game. It's really, really good. Tomato Anus, yes, that is his YouTube name. Tomato Anus. That's
Absolutely.
the name.
Yeah, every single one of those speedrun explain videos are pure gold.
It's great. And
But
if you
Titanfall
also
2,
have the
please
time
watch
to
it.
check out his full anthology during his GDQ run.
Yeah, he was the person that did the Fallout anthology run when he said his name was Tomato Angus. The G is silent.
Yes.
That's the guy.
Yes.
The G is very silent. So silent that you actually can't hear it. Actually, no, that's the whole point of silence.
So I just want you to know that even your chat is even messing up my run because I'm just looking at it like.
Oh my god, dude.
But yeah, in short, Titanfall 2 is kind of the best game ever made.
True.
True.
Definitely my favorite speed game. Yeah. There's a segment in this game, y'all, where this big robot right here throws you at like over 100 kilometers an hour, and then you have to use that. Then you have to string together that momentum over this really long route that's like 20 seconds long. It's extremely epic. Very good.
Don't peer pressure me, bro. I swear.
They're not screwed up, Sanaka. Or I will literally.
I'm feeling
like,
peer pressure
really
right
loud.
now, dude.
No, I got
Oh my
it.
god.
Tanaka, I'll just drive to your house and do it for you. How about that?
Alright, bet. Alright, I'll give you my address right now. Let's go.
You remember when I told you to do deluxe first try?
Me?
Huh?
Yeah, I told Tanaka to do deluxe first try earlier.
Yeah, and I didn't do it.
No, you
can
did.
do
I
it
really
now.
need you to do it now.
Yeah, now.
I don't know how to do it though.
Well, just do it.
What do you?
You know, I have all the
You're the
top
best
runners
fan
here.
of
Y'all
all
can give me a step-by-step guide, you know.
Yeah. Straight
I'll
right.
tell you when to press each button as you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
have to.
I'll also like go in slow motion as well, just for you guys. Like turn on SP cheats.
Do not do that.
No, I
That would be
I was just joking.
We do have like the majority of the top 10 in this call right now, actually.
That's true. And meanwhile, here I am, the 34th place.
The top 10 and Sonica.
It's
Oh,
me.
man.
I'm top 10. Wow. Hi.
Sonica
Our
is
top,
also.
to be fair, our top 10 does have more than 10 people in it.
That's
True,
true.
right? Because I'm tied with Govas for 10th right now.
Yes.
And Red Shadows and Zuchable is tied for 8th.
Oh, also,
Oh.
guys, Afro Ninja's links in the chat. Follow all of us. We do great speedruns. Follow Bryce specifically because he's epic. Tasky even more so. Zweek, a little bit less, but still really good. Me, not at all. I'm freaking terrible. Don't worry about it.
Okay, screw everything Fluffy just said. Only follow me. Ignore everyone else.
Don't follow me. I stream once a year.
And yet you still have affiliate.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Oh, I've actually tried a blindfolded Titanfall 2 speedrun before. Well, not like not like the entire thing, but like segments of it. The thing about Titanfall 2 is that you have complete 3D movement.
Yeah.
And considering that like you're not really gonna have like notches on a controller or something like that, navigating around like this.
By the way,
especially
that is
in
a
areas
gold.
Oh,
Ooh.
Hey, let's
Whoa.
go.
Let's go, dude.
Naka popping off.
amazing.
World record
Navi-
pace? World record pace?
BT gold, by the way.
Navigating around levels like this is extremely difficult. The most I ever did was the super fastball segment blindfolded, and
Yeah.
that is about it. That's about it.
I can't imagine doing Sloan fight blindfolded. Oh my goodness.
God.
There's no way.
I would get lost in I would get lost in an implant. Also, yes, I am a different Lord Fluffy than the Lord Fluffy that plays Diablo 3. I get that a lot. Thanks, BlizzCon.
I remember you actually did say something about that, like about how both of you guys actually had the exact same name. That was hilarious.
Was that Lord Fluffy the guy that was like, is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
Yes.
Is that the
I'm
guy?
pretty sure that was him, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. What a legend.
Dude, I hope he's doing well, by the way.
It probably is.
I couldn't tell you when that guy got the name Lord Fluffy, but I've had it since I was 12, 13, so who knows?
Due for copyright infringement?
Copyright infringement? Hang
Take
on,
him
audio
down,
cue?
take him to court.
Oh, I missed a dialogue.
Maybe we can
International
field some questions from the chat. What questions do you have for us or regarding Titanfall 2 as a speedrun?
Yeah, I can answer anything about me. Yes, I am a big weeb. Yes, I play Osu.
Yes, we do make fun of him for it.
Yes, we
Yeah.
regularly do. Yeah.
I have
Someone
a
knows
One
what they got
defining
into.
feature.
I have
They
a
accepted
I have a counter for like days ever since Bri has last called me a weeb, and it has been I think like 4 days now.
4? Really?
Well, we can
Damn.
change that real quick.
Okay, a couple questions so far. What's the best way to get into Titanfall 2 speedrunning? Like most other places, you know, our community is going to be centered around our speedrun.com page. So that is speedrun.com/Titanfall with a capital T_2. We have probably the best new runner resources in speedrunning. And I say that with confidence. We have a lot of content for brand new runners. We obviously encourage you to join our Discord, etc., etc.
Get in here,
Oh
come
yeah,
hang
for
out.
sure.
Yeah, and then what's the shortest category? So we have some kind of like, I mean, we have ILs, and we also have a category that is essentially just like an extension of 3 different ILs that you string together that are kind of like the fastest levels in the game. Titanfall 2 doesn't really lend itself
Gauntlet.
into having. Yeah,
There's the
Gauntlet, I guess
too,
would be.
yeah.
Yeah, Gauntlet would be our shortest category at like 11 seconds. For one that's like multiple like full game levels, it would be Pilot's Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of outbound glitches in Titanfall 2? No! There's 2.
Two.
Oh, 3.
There is a
two,
lot
yeah.
of out of bounds, but only
Three?
but
What's
only
the
a
third
couple.
Viper.
So there,
yeah.
yeah, there's
Oh,
Viper Zerg,
oh, yeah.
there's Viper Zerg, Ash Skip, Dome Skip, and then there's Time Stop if you count that as well.
Ah, yes, time stop
How
also.
many hours to get
Four.
somewhat competent at running this game? Well, I'm at 760 something since I started running the game literally a year ago.
I would say you could get comfortable with this game inside 100 hours. Obviously, if
Yeah.
you want to grind for top times, that's going to be a bit
You're
more of an
also-
ask.
You're also at a huge advantage if you come from pretty much any other Source game.
Oh yeah, by the way, the
Like
game
Airstrike.
runs on a modified version of the Source engine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if you ever played like CS:GO Surf, that's where I came from, and it made it a lot easier. Just to like
Yeah.
shoot the base
So
like
for reference on like the amount of experience you need to be like even at remotely decent at this game, I'm top 34 and I only have about like 300 hours in this game. So
You
So
can
Obviously,
climb
as
really
long as-
fast in this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the leaderboard only starts getting, I would say, really competitive once you start getting within that like top 30 range. Once you're in there, things start getting a lot tougher.
for sure.
But yeah, most of the top runners all have, you know, somewhere around like 1,000 hours or more. I'm approaching 4K, and I've been running since January 2017.
Yeah, I'm at around like 1,800 right now at third
yeah,
place.
I'm at like 1,200, I think.
That sounds about right.
Would Apex
Yeah,
experience?
I have-
So sorry. Someone asked, would Apex experience carry over? I would say, not
Depends
to the
what you're
point.
doing in Apex.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It does
It's
have.
funny. It's funny to
quirks.
watch new runners. Sometimes I'll watch new runners and I can tell that they come from Apex because they do the slide jump.
What are your thoughts on
Slide
a
jump.
little known spin-off, Apex Legends? I actually play the game. Yeah,
Apex is awesome, dude.
it's great.
Yeah.
I've been playing
I wanna-
tournaments on it. I'm a pretty decent player myself. I don't usually like focus on the movement mechanics a lot when it comes to it. I know it's ironic, but I focus more about, you know, what matters about the game the most. I'm a very competitive person, so it's
Diamond player over here.
let's go, dude.
So there was
Oh my
a
God.
question earlier, should you play the first game before playing this one? You can completely avoid playing the first game before playing Titanfall 2. The story mode in Titanfall 1 is online only. It is a glorified multiplayer mode, basically. And Titanfall 2 story is standalone. You can like have no context for the first game and still enjoy Titanfall 2.
And the worst part,
Actively,
Some issues currently on PC.
yeah,
we
the worst part.
discourage you from buying Titanfall
Zach,
1.
you gotta
because
grab the
you-
helmet.
I forgot to grab the helmet.
You gotta grab the helmet. I was seeing you hopping around. You gotta grab the helmet.
I thought
Sorry,
I
you have to complete the mission.
I thought I grabbed the helmet already, but like I just got distracted by guys just talking about Titanfall 1.
If you ever get frustrated during practice, how do you deal with that? I like that.
Yeah, if you're getting
That's a great
frustrated during
question.
practice, that's probably a mentality issue more than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta just find ways to cool yourself off. Really, it's like it depends on person to person, or like how you can affect your own mindset or improve it.
For me,
I guess
it's a lot of just like accepting that like failure is a good thing, and then also if something's tilting me in particular, I'll just play a different level, like
Yeah, pretty much.
level, and like,
like
Yeah.
one
just like
like
I'm over this.
the
give me
best
a new one.
thing the best advice I could probably give to anyone is try not to compare yourself to anyone else. Try to just compare yourself to really just yourself only.
That's really true as well.
Yeah,
It's like the most demoralizing thing that could possibly ever happen to you is you just trying to compare it to someone else that's probably way out of your league, and you're kind of just like stuck in like a bit of a limbo with your emotions to like whether or not you want to keep doing it simply because someone spent more time and effort into improving rather than you did.
Yeah, I can cut in here with a perfect example. I am tied for 10th place in this game right now, and I have such an incredibly bad time whenever I start comparing myself to any of the other runners. There are runners who are like 15th, 20th, who I think have the potential to be better than me with just like a little bit more dedication than they put in. I think I'm nowhere as near the level of runners like Viz, Sweek, Fizzy, Bry, but despite that, I'm top 10. So when I start comparing to myself and myself alone and look at beating those people's times to motivate them to beat me, it changes my mindset and helps me feel way more motivated to run the game. Like,
For sure.
my all helmet time is currently 4th place, and I'm currently saying to myself, okay, I can get a 126. I am
get a
comparing to my-
125. You can get a 125, but
Yeah,
But I'm comparing to myself, Bry. I'm comparing to myself, thinking about myself, Bry.
I mean, like a lot of people have been like, as far as I'm seeing when it comes to chat, a lot of people have been giving advice on like how to improve your mentality and whatnot. And honestly, that's like really greatly appreciate. Thank you guys for that.
That's
Yeah.
epic.
Again,
Bad tied for 10th is the game that competitive, or the tied just huge coincidence. It's kind of both. It's not like the times are close per se, but there's a lot of good talent in this community and a lot of
for
people
sure.
that's fighting each other.
oh my god, my own friend just gifted me like a few subs there. Holy crap!
Like,
hell yeah. Yeah, we had a massive tournament earlier this year, Mach 1 March. That was a pretty unique format. I'm not going to get like too much into it, but it really helped bring out a lot of like the up and coming talent in our community and drove a lot of people to improve
Oh, for
at
sure.
a rate. So it was
It really focused on like mentality. I feel like.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
it really showcased people that could just play as if they were playing normally and just do what they
Under
are used
pressure.
to.
Like
Yeah,
people
for
who
sure.
could play under pressure did really good.
Yeah, Sway kind of popped off. He was probably like the most consistent player of all, I think, in the tournament.
Sway was a terrifying entity in the bracket.
For me, like the biggest quote-unquote dark horse was probably Reginald's, because no one really expected him to even do that well.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously he was scary just considering like his
Yeah.
past, but like once he got into that groove, it was like he really seemed
Yeah.
unstoppable at the end of the
To be
tournament.
honest, I was almost not even surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, context for the uninitiated, by the way. Reginald's is an OG player, has been playing the game for like ever and has been considered like the best player like for the longest time. But he's mostly a competitive player.
Oh yeah,
Like,
speaking of
mostly-
which, if
Multiplayer, yeah.
speaking of which, if you guys are Apex Legends avid people, Reginald's was actually the person who discovered tap strafe in Titanfall 2. So you guys
Yeah,
can
so
thank him
Apex
for that.
players. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, Apex players, Titanfall 2 speedrunners are the reason y'all have tap strafing.
Yeah.
That was tech that was discovered because of Titanfall 2 speedrunners, and
Yeah.
then eventually got
wasn't-
translated into Apex. Yeah.
It wasn't Moki.
Yeah.
It also isn't our fault that you can bind it to scroll wheel.
Also true.
That's the thing that needs to be removed, by the way. Not the mechanic itself. That specific thing, binding it to scroll wheel. That's
Oh my
the
God,
dumb part.
Yeah.
Hot take.
So-
We can't
okay.
do that in Titanfall 2.
All right, so let me see if I can like wrap this up in like a simple way. So somebody asked, "What's that?" in response to what tap strafing is. So in Titanfall 2 or in source games, when you move left and right through the air, there's no speed cap like when you hold W. So if you hold those buttons and you kind of move through the air through an arc, you're able to build speed that way. However, unlike other Source games in Titanfall 2, our air acceleration value is really low, which means that we have to turn our camera slower than in other games that you might have seen, like Half-Life 1, where you can turn your camera around really fast and still gain speed. We have to turn it a lot slower, otherwise we lose speed. And so obviously when we're trying to navigate around like tight corridors or really sharp corners, that becomes an issue. We've tried to find a way around that for the longest time, and it was back in like 2018 that we finally figured it out. So there's a really interesting quirk in movement in Titanfall 2 that we refer to as strafe lurch. So if you jump in the air and then press any input or movement direction within half a second, you'll get kind of like a jarring lurch in that direction. You'll kind of suddenly move in that direction very sharply. And so that can be at any of the 8 cardinal directions. So like if you're holding left and then you press W, you'll kind of move at like a 45-degree angle. And so what happens is if you're strafing, well, let's say you're strafing left or right, and then you tap W, you can kind of stack multiple of those 45-degree lurches in a row, and that allows you to turn corners at a really sharp speed. Or at a really sharp angle, and you don't lose like nearly as much speed as you would if you attempted to otherwise. So that's just kind of like scratching the surface of what strafe lurch is and what tap strafing is. In Apex, it's pretty gnarly because unlike in Titanfall 2, in Apex you can bind movement keys to your scroll wheel, so you can just bind scroll to W and then just tap strafe. Like, it's very dumb. But anyway, that's a very quick rundown.
Yeah. Oh yeah, someone did mention
allows you to basically do 180-degree turns like without losing any speed at all.
Which Titan class is best and why is it Tone? Oh my god.
Tone is only really used at like the very beginning of the run. For the speed run, the best classes is like a split between Brute. Yeah, it's a split between Brute because they have really good DPS and allow us to do some glitches. Ronin, their ultimate or their core has really quick recharging dashes, so it's great for movement. And then Scorch just has the best DPS.
Yeah.
Explodey.
So I guess I should probably, or at least we should probably mention one thing too, is that speedrunning this game is not limited to just mouse and keyboard. Console players can also run this game as well as controller players, obviously. The only exception is that the routing for controller players are very different compared to mouse and keyboard. But we do have resources for that.
Yeah, it's worth noting as well that if you think, oh, mouse and keyboard is just straight superior or whatever, like there's no way a controller player could match up. Cash Mayo runs on controller. He had at one point held the 80% world record with a controller. So,
and the gauntlet record currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the gauntlet records anyway. Yeah. The gauntlet's actually pretty competitive for the first time in like its history. I would say. It's usually one person at the top.
Gauntlet has gotten to a point where I feel like it's getting pretty interesting, especially with the whole like new strat and whatnot that many people have been trying. I'm gonna focus for Dome Launcher.
Yeah. Here, I'll shut up for a sec so you can get this. This is a hard trick right here.
Well, I can go for the backup. There we go.
Yeah, looks like good.
Yep.
Nice. Good backup, dude.
Ooh, good.
Would you recommend this as a starting point for speedrunning? Yeah, this was my first speed game.
Yeah, same here.
Who here was it not their first speed game?
Me.
Mine.
Hi.
We got 2.
I ran SM64 for years.
Yeah, I think that's 2 out of 7 in here. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's technically not my first speed game. I did like one run of like Warframe and one run of Payday 2, but those were like things I tried out. But like Titanfall 2 was the first one I really spent a lot of time.
By the way, here's the first out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Yep.
This one's really cool. We found out about this because of a developer at Respawn. So we used to do the skip in a completely different way. And then one of the developers actually saw our submission video for Summer Games Done Quick 2017, which is 4 years ago now, which is weird. And then was like, hey, I worked on this game, and I have some pretty good knowledge of how this level specifically is built, and just so you know, you can do the skip faster. And he didn't tell us like how specifically, but he just gave us clues as to how.
He just said, look in this area.
Yeah.
And then 4 hours later, we found it.
Yeah.
Turns out that texture, no collision in that particular part.
Yep. Yeah, there's just literally just a hole in the wall. You can literally just crash through that. So you can do that at home if you want. You just gotta like get in the right corner.
Yeah, very.
You hate that dome fight? Walk through the wall. It's fine.
Especially on Master. It's so nice on Master.
It's still
I guess we may have to talk about what exactly is happening right now when the screen's going black.
Speaking of controllers, how do you play
Holy moly.
Osu? You mostly play Osu
Narrate.
with either a mouse and keyboard, a tablet and keyboard, or you play with a touchscreen. There's no support for controller-wise. Even if there is, it's really hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we finished that level because we got teleported basically into the end level trigger. There's a lot of explanation between that, but
Yeah.
game wanted to teleport us. We stood outside where it expected us to be, and inside the end level trigger we were.
By the way, Lil Aggie, thank you for rating Sanaka. A double
Hi,
raid,
Aggie.
303 viewers. Amazing. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. We're doing the post GDQ show here, running Titanfall 2 Any% by Sanaka. And it's great. Everything is
Unofficial
fantastic.
post GDQ show. Yeah.
Unofficial. I mean,
Here's a great route here. Very
that I scuffed.
from the person that's named that's very well in our community for routing. This is Decep Caverns.
Oh,
Here we are.
I like this set.
the random
Oh,
rockets out of
Oh, you
nowhere.
really did
Oh,
it that
man.
time.
We really just the Sep would not be happy.
Yeah.
Dude, the Sep would like drive to my house and just like throw me over like a window.
All right.
Another. Oh, go ahead, Fluffy. Take it away.
I was gonna say. So that was, in the previous stage into the Abyss 2, we filed the first out of bounds in the run. We're coming up on the second and last like major real time saving one. This is the known as the Ash Skip. So there's a
I
boss
mean,
fight
the
coming
Zerg
up.
Rush
First,
as well.
Mm,
That one's a bit. That like it gains a bit of time, but go on.
I think it's specifically it's the Viper Zerg that gains time, not so much the out of bounds that comes from it, but I digress. So what's coming up here is Sanaka's going to dash off of this cliff and then use the flight ability on the Brute. They're going to crouch and get up on top of this pipe, get past this rung here, and then they're going to disembark, which puts us out of bounds, because when we're in that state, the game tries to find the closest location it can stand both BT and Cooper, which happens to be out of bounds. By flying up again, we can get on top of this pipe, walk around these rocks, and then walk around the Ash Fight trigger, walking this Razor's Edge. And once we're past that trigger, we can head on over to a set of rocks over here. So, Sanaka shot the trigger. And we're going to dash one over this rocks, dash again. Ooh,
Uh-oh. I heard oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I may have done a little bit of trolling. A tiny bit.
Alright guys, let's see Ask again. That may have been confusing to you guys. So we'll redo right now for you. I
It's
understand
okay.
out of bounds can be kind of confusing, especially with the solitaire effect. Solitaire skin,
Yeah.
by the way, old school.
Yeah, it was actually intentional.
So to really explain like what went wrong there, I pretty much just double jumped a little bit too late, which didn't allow me to kind of be able to dash on that like other Razor's Edge part as well. It doesn't happen often, especially to most other runners. However, when it comes to me specifically, it's kind of common.
Just dash farther to the right than you think you need to. It's pretty safe if you go pretty far to the right from there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the alternate name for this skip, Fennel, is solitaire skip. That's the kind of pet name for it. But yeah.
Sanaka just did another disembark clip to get through another invisible wall. At this point, it's just flying on top, back somewhat in. It's still out of bounds technically, but you're flying on top of where the game wants you to be traveling. And thankfully, the end level trigger in this level is always loaded. We can hit it from out of bounds. It's great. It's good. We're through, and we're on into the level Effect and Cause. And this is the level, if you've played this game before, it's the one that sticks out in your mind. If you haven't played this game before, but you know somebody who has, this is the level they're telling you about all the time.
Why don't you
Oh, yeah,
name
don't
DNC2 Mass Effect Andromeda?
Ask my IRL friends about that. I didn't name it that.
If someone were to
You
start
don't
running
even
this
know?
game from scratch, would you recommend controller or keyboard? I mean, keyboard is technically superior. But
Production, we have gone into a bit of a technical difficulty. I cannot press space to continue.
oh, okay, so this is a really rare bug.
If you disembark.
Yeah, yeah, this is
Oh,
a really
that's a
rare
little bit
bug.
annoying.
Just Alt F4 and then reload and hit continue, and the run is still valid.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
continue all that 4, or else that will.
I
Yeah.
can't believe it. Alt F speedrunner Alt
Yeah.
F4ing?
Yeah, so it's worth noting, since this is a whole bunch of time where Sanaka is not running, you'll see that the timer is actually paused right now. We timed this game without loads, so it basically gets rid of any disparity between, differences in machines, console versus PC and whatnot. And on PC, we have Fizzy, once again, amazing dude, gets us an auto splitter that removes the load, splits for us. We don't need to do anything. It just resets in the Gauntlet 2. It will reset your time in the Gauntlet 2. It's great. Fizzy's amazing. Epic dude.
Someone is saying in chat, say the words. I have no clue what word I should be saying.
This has never happened before.
Come on, Soraka!
No one has ever done that. No one has ever done that in the history of
It has happened
Dota.
many times before.
In the history of Dota. Amazing.
Inhuman reactions.
Inhuman
Just to talk a bit more about
reactions.
There you go.
Inhuman reactions. That is a lot of servers. I appreciate it. All I'm gonna say is don't worry about it.
Yeah.
just to talk a bit more about the controller keyboard split. Yeah, so you can really compete in this game.
The timer has been reset. Let's go.
Oh, dude.
You can really compete in this game on either input method. Keyboard has like a small advantage, but all that stuff I talked about before with Lurch doesn't apply to controller. And while that may sound like a bad thing at first, keep in mind that Lurch actually your timer isn't going.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know why.
Yeah, the thing is, whenever this glitch happens, the timer doesn't restart whenever you relaunch the game. Like Forte has talked about this a lot.
At Fizzy.
Really?
At Fizzy.
Where you have
Wait,
to
what
reset. You have to like reset your time, and then it only goes then. If you
What the hell?
what happens if you press start split? Because it's not pause. You see, it's like green. It's not like pause.
Yeah.
This
it's
is
like
weird.
It's like the game. It's like Life lost the hook into Titanfall 2 and can't get it back.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm setting it to
Every time
pause
this
and
happened
unpause
to
right now.
Forte, they had to they literally just reset and restarted the timer and they skipped a bunch of splits is what they did.
Oh, that makes
I guess
sense.
what you can, I guess what you can do is reset the timer and start it again, and then just have the start time set to like 35:17.03.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will
Do
do
that.
just that then.
That's what I would recommend. Yeah, so keep in mind that everything with Lurch doesn't apply to controller, but Lurch also slows you down. So controller is arguably better at holding like really smooth lines and building more speed via strafing. So there's a lot of parity between keyboard and controller specifically, which is a big reason why there is no split for input methods on the leaderboard. Because as we've mentioned before, a controller has held the world record for full game before and has world record for I don't think any ILs anymore, but they do have it for the Gauntlet specifically. So
Yeah. I would say if you are trying to decide between controller or keyboard and like you're more comfortable one over the other, just pick the one you're more comfortable with. If
Yep.
you're like equal on sides, I would maybe just say go with keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
Again,
if you have a choice between like platforms, if you have a choice between like console or PC as a platform, I would say definitely go with PC because
PC by
has,
far.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Easily.
PC has a lot more practice options, and even on PC, you still have the option of choosing between keyboard and controller.
Practice
sure.
tools as well as
Yeah.
like, other stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Let's
benefits that
go back.
PC has that console sadly doesn't have, and it's a little bit unfortunate.
It feels bad because you've named a good level, Mass Effect.
Is pineapple on pizza
No,
a
no, no.
sin?
Ignore
Or...
that question. Ignore that question. Does anyone run hybrid with both keyboard and controller in the same party? Any?
I don't
You
think
picked up
anyone's
the
done
controller on the card, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I do a thing where
Really,
I use a controller for one specific segment of this game, but that's when you're like flying a really big ship, and it feels a lot better and more consistent with the controller. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's not a movement section. We haven't had anybody try hybrid tech yet. One of the top controller player does have the D-pad on their controller bound to like WASD, so they can take
It's like
advantage
in
of some
Pad
of.
Strafe.
Yeah, so they can tap strafe and stuff. So, but that's about as close as it gets. Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone right now that can actively like switch between
Bro, you wanna
certain bots or users.
Bro, you wanna keep the chat updated on the lore, what's happening right now?
I mean, yeah, we can do that, I guess. Yeah.
Time travel shifty. We're trying to go meet
Time
an
travel
Anderson
shifty.
person. Turns out he's in the ceiling. We give helmet to
No, he's
our
on the
good
floor.
robot friend.
He's just hanging out, dude. Don't worry
Floor
about it.
Yeah, you know, he's
I
just
say floor.
he's just kind of just chilling with her, you know, like don't worry about him.
in our floor.
Just hanging out.
There's only
Don't
one.
worry about it.
There's only one floor and one ceiling, and he is in both of them.
Hey, Sonic, can you bump launch me?
Bump launch?
Yeah.
Do a bump launch. yeah.
I'll only do it if you say its real name.
No.
No. No.
Do it.
No.
The name?
Forbidden name.
Yeah.
Forbidden name, which you know,
Yeah,
has
the,
been
the
said
name,
on GDQ before.
the name
the
itself
GDQ channel
has a bit of
The
lore behind
vote,
it.
the vote for it was like 10 to 1, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
The council has decided.
I don't know how it got
The council
overruled
has
by
decided.
one person.
Yeah, I feel like we could explain a little bit of lore with the name of bump launching and fart boosting, because
Yes, the game
No,
audio is in fact in Chinese. It's specifically in Mandarin. It's because a lot of things in this game are tied to dialogue,
Yeah.
and by playing the game in Mandarin, the dialogue transpires 38 seconds faster.
Although-
So it's a really significant difference, especially if you think about that Mario 64 speedrunners will play 120 star in Japanese to save like 2 or 3 seconds. So yeah.
Although, ironically enough, we're about to go into a level where it's actually faster to run on English compared to every other
Actually,
language.
we found out recently that it's the same.
Oh
so-
really? Wow.
Yeah.
It's about 7 frames faster now.
Also, we've had a couple comments on it that game audio is too loud. Just
Oh,
a heads up.
that's my bet. Here, let me just do that.
Yeah, you turned up the master.
Yeah, because it was like a little bit too quiet for like me, so
Oh, gotcha.
like I was trying to do the blunt rest like audio cue and I couldn't hear it.
The people all in the call right now are me, Brian Otto. There's Fizzy, Lord Fluffy, Taskinos, Viz, Sonica, Zweek.
Why is chat talking so much about food?
Because somebody made
They're
a
hungry.
comment. We're not talking
Any
about-
reason you're using the EVA 8 or is it runner's preference? There's actually a reason. Well,
It's
specifically, yeah,
It's
We
really
like
good.
it.
In the campaign.
Yeah.
it's
we
OP
go
though.
really fast, and it's a shotgun that's, you know, auto.
Yeah, automatic shotgun has really good range, really good damage.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
the
remember-
same.
Plus everything.
It's the same reason why you guys use it in Apex Legends. You know.
Yeah, if you played this game on release by any chance, and you remember the EVA being super broken in multiplayer, this is the pre-nerfed version. So this is the unnerfed release version of the EVA 8 in all of its broken glory. It's really nice.
And it's a great. I'm not gonna go for the fractures. I'm not confident enough.
It's a great tool for just like clearing enemies out of your way, because you can one-shot most enemies.
Are there any hardware? Oh, go ahead, take that one. Yep.
Are there any hardware requirements for running Titanfall 2? Does frame rate other than the minimum recommended requirements affect the speed run? So there aren't really any direct benefits from having a higher frame rate, except for when you go beyond 144. That's why we cap it at 144. So no, not really. Besides the minimum specs, really, once you're able to run the game like at a solid frame rate, whether it be 30, 60, 90, etc., you're pretty much set.
Yeah.
Frame rate does have effects like on the technical side of the game. In practice, it doesn't make a huge difference, but it does relate to how the game reads inputs. In fact, so the game runs at 60 ticks per second, so it does like physics calculations and stuff 60 times per second. But the game's inputs are read on frame, and depending on how your frame rate is, that's how quickly it can input frames. So it can affect things like if you run like at a super high frame rate, it can speed up the fire rate on some of the guns, and it can make some techniques like spam strafing a bit more lenient, because just because of how tap strafing works and how lurch works. If you have 2 keys that are overlapping and then you let go and then you press another, you get like a slightly more lenient lurch, and the higher the frame rate, the more lenient that is. But that's like such a tiny difference that for most levels of play, you don't really need to worry about it.
Yeah, and
want the
when we
microphone
say
there for a
really
bit.
high frame rates, we're talking upwards like 300, 400 FPS. So we
Yeah,
we
pretty
have
much.
the leaderboard cap. You can play anything from 30 to 144, and that is it. So yeah. Opinions on the game casually, one of the best single player
Masterpiece.
campaigns.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, one of the best single player campaigns for a AAA shooter in a very long time.
Yeah,
I-
for
On the
being a
same level as
shooter,
like Half-Life 2.
an FPS campaign that's just like should not necessarily be good. Like this is in the era of like copy paste Call of Duty stories. It's like this is just such a breath of fresh air in a game like this. So good.
It's made by the people that made Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
And the Modern Warfare 2 campaign is
that is actually kind of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign is sick. It's
Very
just like
Is the multiplayer in this game still picking? I'd say so, yeah. It has
As long as you're not
having
getting beat off.
issues. Yeah.
yeah, there is a slight problem.
There's a
Yeah,
slight
the
problem,
multiplayer
but
has had to deal with DDoS attacks and everything. Like not only in Titanfall 2, but like especially in Titanfall 1, where the game is currently in a literally unplayable state. Like you literally just can't play
Yeah.
any matches.
if any of
If you
if
want
any of
more
the
info, just go to savetitanfall.com and you'll see more info on that.
Real quick on that, none of us are responsible for the hack of Apex that happened. That is a very individual person who has
Yeah.
no relation to anybody from any of this shit. Okay.
yeah.
Yes,
None of us.
Absolutely.
that
I,
was a stupid evening.
I do not agree with his method.
Favorite
I
game
see a
other
question for Bri.
favorite game other than TF2.
Do you want to go top to bottom on this one? Just down the list.
I mean, sure. Should I go first?
Go for it.
All right. I guess for me, obviously Apex Legends. Although I've been getting a little bit into StarCraft 2 myself, just somewhat competitively. I've been digging into platformers like Hollow Knight and Celeste, and I've slowly been enjoying it so far. Although I'll be honest, it's hard. I've died a lot of times. But other than that, mostly just first-person shooters. Yeah, that's it for me.
I'll go next. Bioshock, one of my favorites. Outer Wilds, not Outer Worlds. Outer Wilds.
Gotta
And
specify
then,
that.
You gotta make the
Gotta-
distinction every time.
Gotta specify that. Yeah, and then yeah, I would say probably like Hades or something like that.
I'm gonna do a bit of a
I see somebody in
ghoulish
the chat
ghoulish
saying
showcase.
Ori, and I definitely sympathize with that. Ori in the World of Wisp was epic. Celeste is epic.
Tasky, have fun
Oh,
playing that.
Zweek, say it with me. Beat Saber.
Beat Saber, Beat Saber, Beat
Yes,
Saber,
yes.
Beat Saber.
You didn't go far enough,
Alright.
Sonic. You definitely didn't go far enough.
Yeah, I definitely. Oh, actually, no, I did.
Oh no, you did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Epic,
I did.
dude.
Just barely cut that right there.
Should I do ship skip?
Yes.
If you're comfy, go
If
for
you
it.
can.
Yeah, I mean.
I'll give it one shot. Let's see.
You can probably make a quick save as well if you want to try it a couple times.
Barely didn't get it.
Bad.
Like almost.
Yeah, the wall kick angle was a bit off.
I have
Yeah.
I have a visual cue for it, but like it's like still pretty cheesy. It's okay to us post other Titanfall players clips. I mean, as long as there's a speedrun related, I'd say
He's
so.
talking about like new speed tech or something. So I'm assuming it's something that we already know, but I want to see what it is just in case.
I want to see it too.
Sure.
Yeah.
In terms of my favorite game besides
Fighting games.
no. In terms of my favorite games besides Titanfall 2, have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV that includes a free trial that includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and Heavenport up to level 60, which means you can get 2 of the award-winning expansions and games for free.
Okay,
Honestly-
did you accidentally hit the 30-second ad break button?
I might have. Zwieg, do you mind checking?
Well,
a
I'm not,
moderator.
I don't have the mod button. I think you just missed
Oh,
me.
that's right, you don't. Oh crap. I'm
Oh,
actually.
So what's happening? What's happening in this clip that you just linked, Nelson, is is kind of like a combination of multiple things that we do. So this takes advantage of what I talked about earlier, which is called lurch. This player is rapidly making like backwards inputs on their they're lurching through the air. So this would be essentially, I think, closest to some combination of. This kind of looks like just looking at their inputs. It's a little bit of everything. It's like tap strafing. It's a little bit of fizzy strafing. It's a little bit of spam strafing. It's just kind of just mashing the input keys.
It's very
As fast as you can.
multiplayer.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have so
Yeah.
many followers.
Yeah.
I have to thank Eva this. Holy
That's
crap.
very much like a multiplayer only thing. Yeah.
Right, so
I
now
wanna-
I
I got, like-
everyone.
I want
everyone
to thank.
individually.
I want to thank each and every one of them, but like, there's so many to count. Holy crap!
If you tried saying every single one, we'd be here until the end of days.
I know.
Get more followers
Yeah.
before you
Hey,
finish.
I'm not going anywhere.
Relkun follow me, dude. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
That's
go.
right.
Recognize that name.
Dude,
Dude, it's him.
it's the one from the hotfix we did a while
Them,
ago.
say them.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
There, you're all good.
I almost stopped. I learned like I think like one of the first speed games I tried to learn was like Mark of the Ninja, and like I watched Railcoon run that game. And I'm like, man, I like this game a lot. I kind of want to try to run it. And then like, didn't have any motivation because I was a child.
My only highlight of Raikun was that one time when I believe it was like back in 2016 where there was like Brain Age by TaskBot being done, and the task team drew like a picture of Railkun.
That was an amazing one. People should definitely go look that up.
I may have forgotten to grab the Spitfire.
Wait, you have a car?
Oh yeah, because I reset. That's
Oh
why.
yeah, because you reloaded. Yeah.
You could have hit continue, by the way.
Yeah,
Continue
you
would have worked.
could have hit continue.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like a real life car. I was like, what?
Yeah, well, Tanaka, do you have a car?
I mean, I
Titan
don't
car
drive it.
haters when Titan
What?
car haters when they have
Why
to
do you have a
drive
car
forward.
if you don't drive it?
My parents drive it.
Wait, is it your car?
It's not
Are we
under
sure
my
it's your
name.
car?
So.
Is it your position?
Hmm.
Can we please-
It's very plausible.
I'm not. That doesn't sound. I'm not sure about this.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't think we've gone through the entire list of everyone's favorite games. I think Tasky hasn't said it yet.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mine,
Yeah, yeah.
my all-time favorite is like Halo 3,
Good choice.
and then what I've been currently playing a lot is just Jelly Drift, but not speedrunning, just drifting.
Nice.
It's really,
What's the
it's sort of
difference,
like
to be honest?
peaceful.
Sweet. I think other than Titanfall 2, probably like right now Beat Saber. I think like a lot of the top runners in the Titanfall 2 speedrun community have been getting into Beat Saber recently. It's pretty fun to play with
Yeah.
people.
That is
the big
if
one
they
right
have a
now.
VR headset.
Yeah, Celeste
Breaking
is
my
pretty
arms
epic.
trying to beat Zweek is epic.
Dude, it's so cool. What else do I have in my favorites list?
Portal?
Portal 2 definitely right now. It's a game I've been running recently. It's also really fun, but it's really hard. It's a really hard speed game. I also have Half-Life Alyx, Deep Rock Galactic, and Rocket League in my favorites.
Oh.
Those are all very epic games. I haven't played a couple of them in a while though. I feel like I should play some of them again.
Alright, I hope you're all ready for the most scuffed Beacon 2 intro ever.
Are you gonna do Kill Room skip?
I am going to, yeah, but like my intro to Beacon 2 is like pretty scuffed. I'm not
I was
gonna lie.
about to stop being your friend if you were gonna say no.
It could be way more scuffed than this, Sonica. It could be way more scuffed than this.
Could be.
Yeah, this
It
is fine.
could be me levels of scuff.
I was about to end friendship button.
I can't believe it. No, I'm gonna get
Absolutely
blocked,
believe.
dude.
Top 10 runner doesn't have a sub-tube Beacon 2, by the way. That's how much I'm not good at this.
Substitute Beacon 2 is hard.
Yeah, that's really difficult.
It is
Hey, let's
really
go. First try, baby.
First try. Oh, that looks good.
my
Yo.
God.
That's a really
Yeah,
hard
nice.
skip. That's a really hard skip, folks.
Deceptively hard. It
Yeah.
looks like nothing, but that is like I've seen people fail that 30 times.
It's such a mechanical foundational test of skill.
Yeah,
for
There's
sure.
a lot of things that go into that. It looks like nothing, but you need to know like and understand the concepts of so many different mechanics in this game. And hitting it first try, super good.
Yeah, Kill Room Skip is like one moment of a lot of things that you have to get pretty precisely, and that's what makes it so hard.
It's like a lot of inputs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You gotta get the distance right, you gotta get the speed right, you gotta put the softball boost in the right place, you gotta strafe right after it.
Basically, it's nuanced to skip.
Yeah.
That's kind of a lot of this stuff in this game. Like, that's what I like about this game.
Yeah.
For sure.
Great speed game.
Nuance to everything.
So there's a question that was asked a few times in the past. What do you think? How is the barrier to entry to this game? Is there a lot of stuff you have to learn right away? And the answer to that question is really no. There's no
No.
like required skips in this game that you have to learn like right out of the gate in order to like
Yeah.
complete a speed run. You can just go in with like basic knowledge of slide hopping and air strafing and whatnot, and still be fine to complete a run. We have several runners whose first runs when they post are 2.5 hours, 2 hours 15, you know, and they take a little bit of time, and within like a month or two, they got like a 140 or 130, you know?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
feel like
yeah.
what's, I feel like what's
Someone-
cool about that. I feel like what's cool about that is a lot of the like really big skips aren't that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of it's fun. It's really fun to like learn the basic stuff and then get a good run.
The three big time-saving ones, Dome Door and
Sludge.
I don't know
Dome Door
how.
and Sludge Skip, are all fairly.
I don't know
simple
how that
from,
was a
like,
goal, but it
mechanical
was.
perspective. Nice,
We
dude.
do gold,
Dude.
beacon
First
two.
first
the hell?
try KRS.
Dude, let's
Good
go.
stuff, dude.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense then.
Yeah,
Get a first try.
dude, it's pretty epic.
Yeah, Chrome skip itself is like 10 to 13 seconds. That's a relatively big skip.
And then
Alright.
just to touch on the barrier of entry a bit more as well, something that really lends to this game being easy to learn is that it's really, really linear.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really it's pretty difficult to get lost or like to not know where to go. And so most of this game is very much just point to point. And so while it doesn't lend itself to like a lot of opportunities for different categories, it does make the game like super easy to pick up. Yeah.
I think
routing in this
I'll
game
like
is
chime in a bit when it comes to like the learning process of pretty much like really anything in life, but mostly also the speedrun as well is like try to take things like one step at a time and try not to like overfill with too much information. The more you kind of just like take things in, the more you'll start to understand like the more like complicated things in the future. Like when I started this, I had no clue like what a tap strafe was and how it worked, but as I did more and more runs and I started to like learn more about like the movement and Titanfall in general, I can pretty much do like a tap strafe like on command now, like most of the time. So it just comes down to just like taking them like one at a time. Try not to be like, oh, I gotta learn XYZ before I do a run. Like just do runs.
Yeah, and I will reiterate on that as well. I am currently after my runiversity. My very first run was a year and 2 days ago to the date. That first run of mine was like 2 hours and 5 minutes. And I didn't know any of the skips. I basically just knew like the basics of movement. I would die a lot, and 10 days later I had a 139. So take it slow, take it one at a time. Like there are several skips that I didn't implement until I had a sub 130, a sub 90-minute time. I didn't do kill room skip, which you saw Snaka do with a 127 PB until I had a 124. So again,
Yeah.
take it at your own pace.
Absolutely.
Now, with that being said, we're just going to go into a little bit of explaining mode here. Lord Fluffy mode activate. So Sanaka here is going to activate a glitch called Moon Boots. By wedging themselves in this corner here and using the Brute's fly ability, you're able to actually disembark while you're in the flying state, which when you do that, which is unintended, you reduce your gravity by 15%. So as you can see, Sanaka is jumping higher and falling slower. Now, combining this with BT throwing us, we can get a frame-perfect jump out of BT's hand by holding the spacebar when we're in his hand. This will allow us to get a significant amount of height, clear the crane that you can see in the background, and allow us to carry all that momentum straight on over
Don't
to the
crowd.
trick called Super Fastball.
Still love the Daredevil
Alright.
moves that you're
It's
playing
time.
back
Yeah,
to the,
good. This is a really difficult trick, so
Yeah.
best of luck.
I'm gonna. I'll do my best.
I believe you got.
First try.
Oh, this is looking good.
Think I got it.
Okay,
Think I got it.
okay.
Alright, let's go, dude.
Okay.
There we are.
Mark is the greatest player?
Easy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And then almost died going around the corner. No big
Wait a
deal.
no,
It's
Let me
fine.
tell you,
No
I've
pressure,
had
no
more on that
pressure.
quarter cup than I have on Super Fastball.
Okay.
Alright, so right away you just saw what is known as a Grav Star boost. It's similar to a frag boost or any other damage boost, but like you can get right up inside the Grav Star and it won't kill you, unlike a frag, so you can get a massive amount of speed out of it. You use it to clear that gap, get over to this module here, which is required for you to progress the level. And we're going to go ahead and go for another Grav Star boost known as P-Zipless by getting these... Nope. Oh,
You're
never
not
mind.
doing it?
I'm doing.
Wait, Sanaka? How could you do this to us?
Sorry.
This is
I'm doing.
I mean, that's fine too.
Okay.
That's fine too.
okay, yeah, that's fine. Still gets a Grav Star boost. Not P-Zipless, it's like PP Zipless, poverty, you know, whatever. Funny joke.
Classic rhythm gamer. PP.
But making use of these Grav Star boosts, you can get a whole bunch of speed, carry yourself through to this section here. With enough speed, you don't have to take that wall kick that Sanaka just took, but even still, this is a strat known as Zipless, making use of that speed, get past without getting on the zip line, embark into BT, and now you're in a fight. And you're
Why are you ADSing? Please stop ADSing.
ADS
Thank you.
in my town, in my area, at this time of day, at this time of year. Someone pinged me asking a question. I can't see it right now, but if any of you guys could answer that, that'd be great.
Yo, shout out to the stream with the screaming commentators inside. It's not that true.
I just think Ronin dash plus warp movement. I think it looks different than the one I just saw. I mean, the idea behind dashing and warping with Ronin is that if you dash just before you use your warp, what is that? What is actually a phase dash? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you phase dash, you reach around like 1,000 units or like 90 kilometers per hour. If you don't dash before it, you reach that value very briefly, but you slow down while you're doing the phase dash. And if you dash before it, you maintain that speed a lot longer.
You're like
And
airborne, right?
you're like, every time you dash, you're like you get like pushed into the air a little bit, and you maintain that like air speed, like while you're phase dashing. And when you hit the ground, the ground friction slows you down.
Shout out to the small army that just watched a man fly through the sky.
Real quick, this is a climb up to the top of this dish. There, I said the thing. That skips like a whole bunch of stuff. It skips BT throwing you again. It's a very understated skip. Like nobody in the who speedruns this game really thinks about it, but it saves you like 45 plus seconds.
It used to crash the game, right? And then they fixed it.
I only got 30 of it.
Well, it didn't used to always, but it had like a tendency to, because what we used to do is we would install the module at like the very, very top of the, like you could install it before it even started going down, and yeah, and then like when you did that, it had a chance to crash, and then they eventually patched it so you couldn't do that anymore, but also it didn't crash anymore. And then also in that same patch, they reverted like some of the balance changes that they had put into single player, which made Titan tutorial like a lot faster and more consistent. So like the time loss that we got from not being able to install it early kind of canceled itself out with like the time save of the balance changes being reverted, which is why current patch is faster. So yeah.
Alright.
Hi Skelly Billy.
Hi, Skelly.
Nice game.
Hi, Skelly. Hi, Skelly. Hi, Skelly. Hi, Skelly.
I can tell you really wanted me to say it.
I had to.
It's your moto, dude.
Cat is dangerously close to knocking down a big stack of
What in the world?
Do that, dude. Oh, very unhappy.
Your cat is a menace to
Got a
society.
very interesting
Monica,
style.
what have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
Troll is once again.
Trolling.
What I did at M1
I may be doing a little bit of trolling, you know.
And normally we're supposed to spawn manip these people into a very confusing spot and kill them, but Tanaka did a little bit of oopsie.
A little bit of a whoopsie, you know.
Sometimes you have to do a minor amount of trolling to keep the run fresh.
Obviously.
Yeah, Titanfall 2 has 14k viewers right now because SGDQ rated.
Oh my god,
I
dude.
just found this cool new stream, I think.
Yo, what? Really?
I think they play also.
Oh,
Drop a follow on that.
Damn.
I got more viewers than I would
You got the
have
50
ever asked.
follows. That's
rare.
That's rare, dude. Oh my god.
That's the one. That's the one.
Some of my friends are like pinging me on Discord right now. It's like, dude, why do I see Sanaka in GDQ right now?
For fun.
yeah.
Do a bit of trolling, you know. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're just hijacking the GDQ page. No big deal.
You know what I noticed?
It wouldn't be the
when I was
first time
doing
this
my
year.
run?
Wouldn't be the first time.
I noticed that these windows at the front of this like building are like really short.
Are they?
Yes.
They're like at crouch height.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, funny thing.
Yeah, because the guys gotta shoot down. They gotta shoot at the ground.
These things don't blow up if you keep them like on the platform because it's a moving platform. How many more followers did you get tonight? Probably like at least like 1,000, I think, judging from the looks of it.
Like 2 million.
Like, you know, a lot.
You're the people's choice runner. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You were chosen.
The chosen one.
You ever wonder where those 4 grunts came running from? Because over there it's like
What's funny is
No,
that
the best part is where they're going, dude. They're running straight to the edge.
I guess what's funny is that like I only started the stream only because I wanted to do like a practice session with Zurich. Because I was gonna ask him like a few like advice and whatnot with my movement. And then this happened.
I came in the stream, it had 0 viewers. I was the only one in this stream like an hour ago.
Read some donuts during the cutscene? Oh, that's true.
Oh, I got it. I
appreciate
already got
it.
pulled up.
Thank
Hold on.
I would-
Yeah, right, during the cutscene. Okay. Hey guys, long-time viewer, fourth-time viewer. It gives me great joy to kill a great cause. Greetings from games. P.S. View the Germany, kill the animal.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
So many Germanys
Okay.
in these donations.
Oh,
I didn't
Another
understand
great
that at
day of SGDQ. Love watching my childhood Germany get destroyed. Money goes to kill the orb, save the Germany.
Save the Germany.
Childhood Germany
Dude,
gone.
as the resident German in this chat, I am very happy about this.
Hey bro, I think you missed a donation that got sent from this one guy. His name is Bumpkin.
Oh, okay, let me pull up that donation from Bumpkin really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 23 cents from Bumpkin. Had to save during this run. Put my money toward donate the cancer. Let's kick animals' butt.
Nice.
I hate animals.
Alright, so back into the game real quick. We have Trial by Fire. This is probably the single most unique level of the game, as it is pretty much exclusively Titan combat and Titan movement, which most of the game features either pilot movement, a mix between Titan and pilot movement with some combat, blah blah blah. This is an entirely Titan-based level. So, to start off here, we have to kill a certain number of Titans here to make a new wave spawn, and kill more Titans. We were looking for a line where Sarah Briggs says, I forget the line.
Pilot, you're with me.
Yeah.
It's in the name of my split fluff. Oh my god.
How could you not see the tiny text on this?
Did I not look at that? Yeah, I'm just so animal around I guess.
I'll accept an apology. As long as it's really genuine.
I am so weak. So
As long as you
I
turn on the
can
camera and
be
do a big sigh at the beginning of the video. Don't die. Alright.
Okay, you've been like critical health.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of doing a little bit of trolling. Oh,
I can do it.
What's the dog doing?
What's the dog doing?
Have you been trolled by any colors this run? I don't think you have, actually. I
Sarah.
feel like if you had, we missed our chance to say what's the dog doing at the perfect time.
Yeah, what's the dog doing though?
My 13k viewers got rated by GameStone quick.
I like a good match.
Enough time has passed since the GDQ frustrate that you have people coming in that are here just because the view count is so high.
Oh my god.
You're so epic,
It's
Sonata.
the natural,
really crazy.
it's the natural progression of things. Are there separate difficulties to run this game on? We have 2 categories. There's any percent, and then there's also master. Master's really bad though. Like, it's y'all gotta understand. It's super rare that like the harder difficulty speedruns are usually better ones. Master is like it's just like any percent, except it's just like strictly worse because all the strats are the same except for the last like modes. That's really it. There's
You just do the same thing.
Bad.
You just do the same thing you would do in easy any percent, but you have like a 50% chance of dying at any given moment.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I got
Every
the
10
good
seconds
bricks
you roll a
RNG.
dice.
Let's go.
There is neat routing that has been happening in Master thanks to one snuggle, but it is still not a pretty category to run.
I'm a big fan of some of these emotes, like Platybusin. That's a good one.
Platybusin is very
I
good.
like
That's
that
a
one.
good one.
Yes.
You have a certain sussy baka.
Oh my god.
Smile.
Smile.
Naka, why aren't you using Ronin?
Sounds like where's Ronin?
I was so distracted.
Rona. They're Rona.
I was just
Is
reading chat the
100% less
entire
fun?
There
time.
it is.
So our 100% category is would be all helmets. That's the closest that we get to it. That's pretty much an all collectibles run.
Yeah.
That is my favorite. That's my favorite category in the game. It's really good.
Sadly, it isn't as popular compared to any percent, but that doesn't make
Yeah,
it any less.
I still don't have the achievement.
I have all the achievements unlocked.
Whatever.
Dude.
I'll get you pass.
It's really funny because every time I talk about this with Fizzy's like, I don't even know where all the helmets are.
Yo, you got a $10 tip, bro.
A real
Yeah, I
good one.
saw. Oh my god.
Oh, thank you so much, dude. Oh yeah, speaking of all helmets, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lord Fluffy, and I will be running all helmets at ESA Summer 21 in 2 weeks' time. So pay attention to that. You'll want to be catching that if you've never seen an all helmets run before. It's different from any percent in many ways, very much the same in others, but it is a very unique and epic run. I've been having a lot of fun with this.
Someone said this couch is legit better than most. Get into GDQ together and be silly. It
Bro,
might
watch
happen.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
Watch
It might
watch
happen.
the
Yeah, man.
literally watch the SGDQ 2019 run. That
Oh,
was
yeah,
the last
for
time
sure.
Titanfall 2 did the GDQ.
Yeah.
Whenever
Whenever
the next live in-person GDQ is, I 100% will be submitting to that again. So
And I feel like the
We're-
majority of us are probably not gonna show up for it too, like in person.
yeah, that's the plan right now. We're
Yeah.
all trying to make the next live GDQ to be like a celebration of our community. Assuming the game gets in, we all want to go out and be there. So
Are we allowed to have 7 people on the couch?
they said the next person. They said the next one might be in person, Phoenix. It's like TBD, pending like how COVID develops.
Yeah.
And everything like that.
I mean, I wanted to go to a
We
local
get
anime
like
convention.
Casty on like one of those like monitor stands, it's, like, with those teleprompters, like robots that drive around.
telepresence robots.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
7
So
separate
yeah,
couches,
maybe,
6 people.
maybe AGDQ 2022. Maybe
Yeah.
AGDQ 2022. Yeah, we'll see.
For sure.
I am hoping.
I might
in
have
fact.
money by them to actually come.
Either way, I'll look forward to
Start
it.
planning on it now, honestly, Skelly. Yeah. I mean, seriously, like if y'all start planning for it now and not waiting till
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fluff, this is your perfect
Yeah.
opportunity to be Viper.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for
I want to start.
The intro's happening pretty soon. Or it's happening. Well, he's shooting the ship right now, so. All right, go.
Visual clear. I've got good tone.
And he goes. Bye.
Valkyrie's dad, by the way.
They...
We get to
I'm
murder
Valkyrie's
him here.
dad, you know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to kill him.
The way
Yeah,
you say
I love
that.
how they, I love how they portray Viper as being like this really loving dude while he's out here just like
Just like killing, just like
slaughtering
slaughtering people.
70
Murdering
people.
100 people.
Yeah, I was like, this was not a good person. I mean, like, he's cool in the sense that he's like a badass villain, but like, it was weird to see him glorified like that. It's like,
Oh, every time that cutscene happens, I'm like just thinking in my head, someone do a barrel roll, get out of the way.
How was your audio on that one?
A little bit messy. I feel like I messed it up because I missed a slide boost, like nothing else.
okay. Shh.
Barely got it. Yeah, got it.
Nice.
Okay.
Second try,
Alright.
not too bad.
I like that. Message in the chat. Yo, is he in the pipe?
5x5. Let's go.
I just got you in the pipe. 5.
I'll give you in the pipe.
You kind of do.
Yeah, this is literally me when I'm in the pit.
Can't believe it.
I said pipe in the weirdest way possible. Sorry.
That was the German in you coming out.
Yeah, sometimes I have these moments sometimes where I'm like when my mouth just doesn't work properly, even though I know how to pronounce something properly.
Oh my god.
Hi KBM.
Hello.
I do that thing usually in the heat of the moment on stream this week when I'm like when I want to call like if I get frustrated and I want to say something like I get mad at like Sarah or something and I want to say bastard or prick and then like I'll like choose the in between of those and just say like brick. Or something like that.
Honestly, calling Sarah a brick just works though.
Yeah.
Sarah. Oh, that gives me flashbacks of the Minecraft server, dude. Oh my god.
Moving like a brick.
Sarah brick.
Sarah bricks. Ash. This is gunpowder.
Yes, that reminds me. Minecraft.
I'm just saying, new Minecraft update added copper. Perfect fun opportunity right there.
That's too early? Oh, okay.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
It's not good. Don't just explode randomly on this room. Like I did today.
What do you mean?
He fell on a mimic's jet.
Yeah.
And
I jumped in this room and all said no and I died.
I may die.
Yeah, there's a lot of people watching, so you better be on your best
We're fine,
behavior.
we're fine.
You can get Sanaka fan right now.
Do be doing a bit of trolling, you know?
So, who convinced people to go raid Try with
I don't. What?
It was no idea what you're talking about.
It was me.
No,
Is this
no
game
one did
fun?
anything here.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Highly recommend, even if you don't speedrun this game, the single player campaign of this game, it goes on sale pretty frequently on Steam for like $5. It's 100% worth $5. It's so good.
I spent at least $40 just like gifting this game to other people. I highly recommend it. It is a masterpiece and a half.
Yup. I would say it's on a like similar level as like Half-Life 2.
That's pretty epic.
That was a good way to end GP. I'm excited for in person. It's gonna happen.
Potentially, hopefully, TBD.
Eventually,
Tanaka, let me know.
in some years.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
We'll
forgot.
see each other again in person.
I'll let you know when I like hit the trigger. If that helps.
Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, like, just say like go, and I'll be good to go.
Oh.
Yes, you are
Oh
actually
no,
piloting this
dude.
bit.
Oh my god.
Oh, is it gonna happen?
No.
Don't do missions like
Oh,
this.
no.
Game trolling.
What
I
a
hate this game.
meme.
No.
Background and GP.
Bruh.
Okay.
We do it. That's never
telling
happened. It
you,
has
I'm telling you.
happened before for me during practice. This is the first time it's happened in like an actual run.
Yeah, just literally start using a controller for this, I swear to God.
I am using one. That's a problem.
Good.
Use it better.
There we go. We're fine.
Okay. There we go. Good.
Yep. Alright, now it's gonna punch.
I have no idea.
Give me
It was
my
busy.
cube.
What's busy?
I'll let you know.
This is all I'm trying. It's abandoned with no words.
Getting on BT right now. Yeah, I should hit the trigger right about now.
Voodoo 1, Viper's on station. Your run ends here, pilot. The RNG belongs to me. No time to save. No run to bless.
God, I love it every time.
Oh, you're doing third Viper.
I am, yeah.
Vipers are...
You only track.
Only strength.
A little bit slow on it.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Going to Ion instead of, okay.
Out of the way, buddy.
Hey, we're...
Not for this fight, it isn't. Not in the campaign really at all.
Okay, that scope just flew away. Bye bye.
Nice. There you go, there you go.
And I'm fine.
It went.
We take this, we take this.
He's going somewhere.
he's going to the supermarket, you know. Grabbing some.
I'll just do a plug really quick, by the way. If y'all are into this run at all and want to learn more about it, or are just like kind of curious to have something to watch, Tomato Anus is a really good explanatory video. That is really like far and away the best explanation of this run that exists out there right now. I'm dropping a link to it in chat right now. Highly recommend checking that out later. Hi, Gino. Your pace really isn't that bad right now.
It's not at all. It might. This might gold, but I don't think we're gonna be in the minus. So
It won't go.
it won't be gold.
It
Yeah.
won't. It's about a minute 55 for when you kill Viper.
Yeah.
And you were at like B22.
I mean, I did get a Barker skip on my first try, so during my PB.
Honestly, Sonica, if you like really grind this, you'll be PBing in no time because this
Oh,
run hasn't been,
absolutely.
like,
Yeah.
particularly good, right? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I am definitely getting like more and more back into it lately. I'm just a bit rusty right now because it's been a while.
Right.
But like I am willing to like swing back and like actually get a new peep again. I'm actually starting to really enjoy this, like running this more and more often. That's great.
I want to play this game so bad, but I gotta graduate first.
That's pretty important.
Yep.
Oh, man.
I miss the days when I was in college and I could be irresponsible. But now I work a job and I'm like tired.
Orb. This is an orb, by the way.
Orb.
Oh, this really isn't more so.
The big orb.
Glowy orb.
This way, Cooper.
Oh no, you're gonna
We
die.
feed BP the orb.
We have orb pains of the orb.
So do I do the thing, or do we just like let it not?
With the fault or
Full voice acting.
oh, absolutely, you're doing it.
Gotta do it.
I just thanks for the $1 Afro Ninja. I appreciate it. I have so many people to thank after this run. Holy crap! I probably won't thank like the follows, but I'll definitely thank the donations and the subs. 100%. As much as I would love to thank the follows.
Let me know when you hit spacebar.
There's so many, dude. Yep.
Digger of Grave, yes, a bunch of people do use
All right, I will
controllers
be
on a
pressing
full run.
space on 3, 2, 1.
Liz, your problems are not my concern. Once you have delivered the Ark as per your contract, your payment will be transferred by the IMC. Just have my money ready. I'll get you your precious cargo, you useless nymph. Oi, Titan! You're gonna open up and give me what I want. Voice command not recognized. Let me just rip it out of him. You can't risk it. The Ark's unstable. Listen, hero. You have what's mine, and I want it back. Go on, tell your Titan to open up. About what? His feelings? Still trying to be a hero, eh? I have a lot of dosh running on this contract, my friend. So tell your Titan, if he doesn't open up, I will shoot you in the head. Pilot in jeopardy. Ocular systems marginal. Cannot visually acquire. Pilot. Ah, stand him up. Do you see him now? Right here, right here. Yeah? You see him now? Commands. Compromised by severe. I don't care how broken you are. I know deep down something's still working there. Now open up, or I'm going to shoot your pilot in the head. You still remember numbers, don't you? I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? That's the problem with teams. If you don't win together, you die together.
I think that's the last line, right?
That's the last line I usually do, yeah.
Okay.
Very epic.
That was incredible. I love it. Also, just saying, but on my perspective, you were almost in sync with like what was happening.
Yeah,
on
you're
the
like
screen.
a second off.
Yeah.
It's so great that we have our orb. I hope we don't lose it. Oh no, we lost the orb.
No, the orb! No, the orb, guys! No!
Oh, also BT dies now, I guess.
Can we get an F in the chat for the orb, please?
Oh no, the orb! Oh no.
Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it, everybody. I do enjoy doing that. It is probably one of the things I enjoy the most on my stream. It's just voice acting random lines from the game I'm playing. If you want to hear more of that, you can follow me at twitch.tv/LordFluffy. Haha.
Flex. Oh yeah, someone should probably explain why I walked into the fire there
Oh,
for a bit.
there's space Dorito.
Oh my god.
Anyone? Anyone when I explain why I walked into the fire, so people won't be confused?
Oh, it saves 5 seconds.
replace
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to bed.
Alright.
Good night, Viz.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I should have been asleep like half an hour ago.
You thought the voice acting was coming from the game. I will take that as a compliment.
I have to wake up at like 10 a.m. tomorrow for like a tournament, and I have to like go to like lunch with like my mom because it's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh, hey, happy birthday.
Do you want me to give you another raid target for when you're done for more high octane speedruns?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I love to
Okay.
like hand it over to someone else.
Okay.
Good luck with the tournament. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Actually, let me check how long you're gonna be live. Hold on.
how many like donations and stuff I'm reading.
I even got
Thank
gifted
you for the
a
birthday
sub
wishes, y'all.
on your channel.
Oh, there's a slight hiccup there. Zeke, I'm sorry I forgot to do this thing that you told me to do during the marathon.
HGDQ 10-22 Lord Fluffy
Where
narrates the
you told me you can like load into like full before you do a natural run to like get rid of like the hiccup.
Hey now, Fluffy, you said it yourself that you need to practice voice acting for extended periods of time.
Dude, but like,
Right before he stream.
We've been plugging our channels this entire stream.
Yeah.
I have.
I mean,
If you would ever like to tune into an amazing green YouTuber, there's Angry Space Dorito.
hey, yo,
Actually, it's Angry Space Dorito 64.
I see.
why can't it be 69?
Have you been running this game for long? I started running this back in November of 2020. So depending on your context or on your definition of long, I personally wouldn't say so. For me at least.
Yeah, especially compared to like some of the OGs like Brian Otto, it's not a very long time at all. But
For sure.
you know, some
Okay.
people.
Next raid target acquired. I have DM'd you, Sonic.
All right. I will take a look at it. Did you play the game normally for guys? Yeah, absolutely. I beat this game in hard difficulty, and I played a little bit of multiplayer, but it wasn't until after I got into Apex Legends that I decided to get into the speedrunning of Titanfall 2, and it's all thanks to the man on the couch, Brown Nato.
Yeah, I think after watching Control Run, I was like, I know what I want to play. First, I was actually wanting to play Control with like and now that I was able to buy Titanfall 2, I've been actually able to sit here for 8 hours and play Titanfall, and my mom's actually okay with it.
Just swap the Ronin and shoot something.
Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know what happened. It's whatever though.
Come to think of it, I've been playing this game for almost 4 years now. It's like 1 month off from my first submitter run.
Damn, all the OGs here.
It's been a year since my first run, and I have enjoyed this community the entire time. Like
I've enjoyed being in every single bit of this community, from like the Minecraft stuff to even just doing runs and being in races in general. It's really given me like a warm welcome in this community compared to most other communities. At least that I've been in.
Yeah, there were some communities that I was in back in like October.
Yeah.
And it was just nothing but toxicity, and there was just this one group of people I found. We were all trying to like have the same thing, like just chill. And we all ended up, so bad things ended up happening with this group, but and it ended up coming into my Discord server. So like we had to do like full-on lives of this stuff. I'm just now like fully trying to put it all back together. And coming to find like Titanfall 3 this is all because of Brian Otto. Literally, like, if I could thank you for I mean, you're awesome.
That was a little bit tricky.
How's your Sloan fight going, by the way, Sonica?
I got knocked over by the brute, and I'm trying to find out where Sloan is. I found it. Never mind.
Kind of trolling.
The brute do be kind of
Mildly
trolling, mildly, obviously.
But I think I'm actually gonna stick with Titanfall 2 for a long time.
I hope so. Yeah, dude.
So I said I was gonna stop playing Titanfall 3 tonight because like my elbow kept digging into my chair, and it's like after SGDQ finished, I just went back to just practicing to do this. It hurts right now.
Oh yeah, by the way, for all you Apex players.
Oh shit! Really cool skip coming up here.
Yeah.
Really cool skip coming up. Yep.
Hey, we have a gun.
The best part.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a
Dude,
gun.
I mean, I feel like this should just be presented almost without content. It's very cool.
Alright, no commentary. We're just gonna let this happen.
Alright. And just like that, Apex is undone.
And just like that, Apex has been decanonized.
Alright, you hear that, chat? Apex isn't real. Wake up. Wake up. Apex isn't real.
Wake up.
There's actually text on the back of that card.
Yeah.
Oh really? What does it say?
There's a screenshot somewhere. Let me go try and find it.
Yeah, so what kind of happens on the technical side is, if you, like, activate your sword core just before you start pulling out the arc injector, for whatever reason, the game decides, oh, you should have your gun here now. So, you could see that you have your smart pistol in the cockpit, and then you have your gun. So you can, and Blisk just has health, and you can shoot him. And it's kind of a miracle that it doesn't soft lock the game, but
yeah,
it saves like what 40 seconds in
33
seconds
yeah.
of the cutscene, because the game just assumes that Blisk has already moved off screen, and yeah, it just flash forwards everything.
I also found it. It says focus all your energy to one point.
Nice.
It's written on the back of the Apex stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Won't be a PvP,
Yeah,
but you know what?
the only reason that we have that skip is because a Reddit user by the name of Shot Andy posted in the Titanfall subreddit one day, and like he was like, I don't have video, but this was how I did it. And so then somebody came in my stream and was like, yo, look at this Reddit post. So we did, and then much to our joy, we found out that, you know, when we replicated it, we found out that it actually saves time. So we called that for a P and new shot.
Won't be a P, but definitely a really good run for post GDQ after party.
GDQ after party.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we're coming up
I'm
on
happy
the
with
end
it.
here. Just this escape sequence to go through. 2 triggers to hit, and time will be coming up when the HUD and the gun disappears, and we enter a animation after the last jump.
Anybody got a soundboard of like background of like GDQ cheering?
Lol, BT that wouldn't do. Wow, Afro. Okay.
Afro toxic? What the heck?
Afro being toxic towards BT. Oh my god. Caught live on camera.
He's caught us
I'm gonna get
4K?
sub 2 this week. If I don't get sub 2 hours this week, I'm gonna be very sad.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I apologize in advance for those who got banned by Nightbot at all. I don't have a proper like spam
GG
function
Sonic.
there. Yeah, it's 128.46. That's really good to just like start off. But yeah.
55 seconds off your PB for like a marathon run, quote unquote, is
Quote
pretty
unquote,
good.
yeah, for sure. Lots of golds that I'm really happy with.
First run of the day
Overall,
as well.
like,
Didn't do any runs before.
got first try KRS, got like,
Yeah, that was nuts.
I got
First
super
strike KRS,
fastball
nailed.
off,
Yeah.
and then I got, you know, poverty zipless off. Like that was really good. I'm happy about that, honestly. I couldn't have been happier. That was great. Wow.
I still can't get over Platypus. It's too good.
I know, dude, I keep looking at that one.
It's too good.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate GDQ for rating me. I don't know what to say at this point, honestly.
Let me take over then for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in coming into the Titanfall 2 community after seeing this run, you can find a link to our Discord on the speedrun.com page. That is speedrun.com/Titanfall_2 with a capital T. You can also search it up in the search bar to find it. You have a link to the Discord. There's a link to the guides over there. You can see the rules and everything. Join the Discord. Join the community. Come in. We'll answer your questions. We'll help you out. You don't need to learn any skips whatsoever to get started in the speed run. You can take it as slow or as fast as you want. And let me tell you something. This game is amazing. I've been speedrunning this game for just over a year now. 2 days over a year. And it has been wonderful. The community is great. You have the people in here, for example, who are just wonderful people. Zweek, Giant Meme Lord, Taskinos, Glitch Hunter, just great dude making the menu mod as well for people. Fizzy, 2J making the auto splitter, Brian Otto for just being the best like community figurehead that you could ask for in the world. Like, what a great dude. Dorito, I don't have anything for you, Dorito. I'm sorry.
I draw and I have a VTuber. if you're interested in that.
You know that now that Fluffy called me a giant meme lord, follow me on Twitter for banger memes about Titanfall 3 speedrunning. By the way.
Fucking true.
Yeah, shout out to Sonaka as well for just being a good friend, and we will meet in person. I will give you a big hug very soon.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'll get my second vaccination soon. We'll be ready to go then.
Yeah, for sure. I'll do the same as well.
I will buy people food at the next in-person GDQ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
I
love
wouldn't
food.
say I'd buy people
Are you-
food. I'm not 20 minutes out.
Are you still streaming after this, Sonic, or are you done?
I'm just gonna be doing a few thank yous for subs and donations, but other than that, I'm gonna be done.
Cool.
I am heading off to bed, so I'll just be doing only a few. I won't do all of them because I want to stay here for too long. I should probably be asleep right now.
We will be raiding after this, for the record, everybody. So if you
for
want to be
sure,
sent
yeah.
to another speed run, stick on around. Hope you all enjoyed the couch commentary, and this is just us hanging out. We started off a little bit serious, and then we just mellowed back. We were just like, having a good community time. This is what the community is like.
All right, so I guess I'll go over.
I'm going to bed, by the way. So good night,
Yeah, no
everybody.
worries. All right, good night.
Good night,
All right,
Bye.
bye. All right,
Bye-bye.
so with
If
the...
you like sick memes, come to KVM Reaper. I have horrible memes.
All right, so I'll be
But I
thanking
would
all the
love to
bits and
have
subs
people-
here. Tasha Lee, thank you for the 1 bit. Sheila, thank you for 1 month. Milanus, thank you for the Prime sub. Nico, my dear IRL friend, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I really appreciate that. Aggie, thank you for the raid. Zakunda, thank you for the 150 bits. Drew Boy, thank you for the Prime. Blackinger? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. I'm sorry. Thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifts. Burrito, thank you for 20 bits. Raz, thank you for 7 bits. And last but not least, Mr. Tam, which I can only assume is a Matt backwards. Thank you for 18 bits. I really appreciate you guys. And again, thank you SGDQ for rating me. Hopefully you guys will stick around. I don't stream quite as often. I don't have like a set schedule, but I do try to stream here and there. I am going to be participating in a tournament pretty soon, and I'm definitely going to be streaming that. So if you have the time to, definitely tune in. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. So we're going to be raiding someone that Brio has recommended me to raid. So we will be doing that. But other than that, that's going to be it in this part here. So thank you for tuning in, folks. I'm going to be heading off now. Head over to this man here. I'm going to be raiding him. Head on over to him and have a great time. Tell him I said hi. If you have subs, you can do Sanaka raid. Let me just grab my my own emotes here.
We are all a very wholesome community. I've started to learn, and
see that.
I love it.
There you go. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna be hopping off now. Go and give Sasquatch Sensei a big surprise. Goodbye, folks. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.